Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Age. I'm looking at a kilo again. And it's very clear that we don't have enough lithium. Most of the other stuff is actually running fine. But it's mostly the lithium input. And this guy is just not running enough, right? It is what it is. So we're gonna have to address that. Ideally, I hope actually that we do have some pump jacks in here. We do have some pump jacks in here. That's perfect. I'm gonna build a couple here. Something like that. We're gonna take some concrete as well. Something like that. Not exactly accurate here, but should be fine. Boom. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change some of this later. But that's fine. Add a little bit more concrete here. Get this stuff rolling. I think we're using all the construction bots that we do have. I should have added a couple more here, but kind of fine. Okay. And hopefully this heating tower is gonna be completely fine with this setup as well. And we are going to add the efficiency modules. We do have heating pipe. Actually, we don't have blue chips. Why don't we have blue chips on the ship? Did I specify that this was gonna be from Fulgora? That's not great. That's not great. We can go to Fulgora. It's 1800 or 2100, right? It's so I want even deliveries on this, if possible. So 900 is 3 stacks. Or sorry, 900 is 3 rockets. So this should be an even amount of rockets. That's what I mean. Let's see how we're doing here. Construction is still ongoing. Don't know how much of this floor we have left. We have some. Oh no, that's not good. We do have a couple of those left. Why did that get destroyed? I really dislike that. I'm thinking we got this explosive thing. I really want to get to the point where I do two-shot these big ones. It's extremely close. Like, it's so close. Well, we need to get there as well, right? Okay, yeah, so we are... kinda getting there as well with this, yeah? This is a very excellent setup. Very, very excellent setup. And water-wise, we should be kind of fine here still. Yeah, this looks really, really fine. I think the ammonia might be... maybe the consumption of the ice is not gonna be enough. I don't know. We'll see. How are we doing fuel-wise? Doing really fine. I was thinking maybe we burn a bit more fuel, so these will produce a little bit more, but I don't think it's worth it because I don't think we can kill the asteroids at the rate where we want if we were moving a lot faster. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Okay, so this boy actually doesn't get any electricity. I'm gonna replace you with that. It reached 15 degrees kind of quickly. Definitely reached 15 degrees kind of quickly. This here needs a little bit as well. Otherwise, I think it stops here. Still gaining some, but this has lost a bit. At this point, I still don't know exactly how long we can build these heat pipes before it starts becoming an issue. Worst case scenario, it might even depend on what we are what fuel we're burning. But we'll see that when we get there. In terms of sending rockets... wait. We have enough power? I think so. I think so. I definitely think so. We'll see a little bit in a while when that rebalances. have 560,000 blue chips. Just insane to me. We're having some issues with this ship. That seems to now have pretty properly rebalanced itself. We have a little bit too much tungsten carbide, but the other stuff looks fine. Maybe because we did launch a bit of that down to the surface. I don't know. How are we looking on this? That's waiting for robots. Don't think it's feasible for us to add much more robots here at this time. But are we out of homium, or why is that being weird like that? Definitely not out of that. Okay, it's coming from somewhere weird, or maybe it's stuck charging. It might be very, very stuck charging, actually. Okay, we can go back to a kilo as soon as you get that delivery. I don't really care that much. Let's take a look at the kilo. Now this is starting up again. This should be enough lithium brine to work this 100% of the time. Means that these... they're not working 100% of the time, but they are working a lot. And not all of these are running right now, but they are looking like close to running. I have one more here. Could probably do something, but I don't think it's the brine that's the problem. I just think this guy is not fast enough. So I'd probably have to build another one like this. Alternatively, we put one more speed module in that. But having 200% productivity on that also kind of rocks. We don't have to do that much effort about it. 0.31 per second. Yeah, this here is not really enough, is it? But we're still making like a solid 70 per minute right now. So it's still kind of decent. It's still kind of decent. It's still gonna result in us having ship with something, right? We'll save those for later. I wanna start adding these. We can do the captive biter spawner. The biggest issue... wait. Wait, am I misunderstanding that? Construction surface conditions. Buildable on novice. Does that mean I have to go... crafting surface conditions is not the same as building conditions. So this is only buildable on novice, but it's craftable everywhere. Okay. Because I don't think... Okay. Technically, we can barrel it. We could barrel it. My bad. I didn't think we could barrel it. Because I think it's a lot easier to bring the fluoroketone from a kilo than bring uranium biter eggs and capture bot rockets to a kilo. That would be really obnoxious. So, what kind of research do we want to prioritize here? Honestly, I'm thinking legendary quality is probably where we want to go next. We need 5,000 to unlock that. But after we get that, I can start farming some legendary ore. And then we're gonna have some fun. So, for the legendary crafting stuff, right? Modules is definitely like one thing. Having access to legendary modules would be absolutely insane, right? Just the productivity alone, right, would be insane. Even on 2s, they would be better than 3s. So the problem here is, how do we get legendary biter eggs? Yeah, well, we'll have to gamble them. We'll have to gamble them infinite. It's gonna take a very long time, because we can't farm these right now, right? Where it's not like, I don't know how many biter eggs we're getting, but it's, okay, it's 0.5 per second, right? So we'd have to build something that can farm biter eggs way more reliably than this. Okay. However, other things like these on legendary, not that bad. These with the tungsten carbide, we can definitely gamble our way to legendary tungsten carbide. It's the productivity module that's the problem, right? So one really huge thing that makes this extremely overpowered. This energy consumption goes from 50 to 125. This energy consumption is static. I get legendary effect, but energy consumption is the same, which is insane to me. It's completely insane. And it's the same thing with this. We can get 125% speed with literally no drawbacks. Not a single drawback to this, right? So what we have to focus on is we have to be able to make these circuits at legendary quality. For that, I need iron, legendary copper, and legendary plastic. Sulfuric acid doesn't have a quality, so that doesn't care. Okay? So the thing is with this, oh, and then we have this here, where it would be really nice if we could get legendary superconductors, which is this process here. And then, if we already have legendary copper plate and legendary plastic not that insane to say, we might need some legendary holmium as well. At that point, we need to go back to Fulgora and take a long, hard look at our holmium production, because it's gonna take a lot of plates to get some legendary plates. But the other stuff isn't bad. Like green, red, and blue circuits, we can definitely be getting those. And then we can craft legendary quality modules. That's insane. That's insane. I shouldn't be too excited about this. Wait, did this stop now? We did stop this process completely now. No. Wait, did I break something here? I think I broke something. Yeah, I think I broke something here. When I was doing this ammonia thing, I probably broke something. Yeah, we do have a lot more ammonia. Yeah, okay. I'm really stupid and I broke something. That's not entirely unexpected, right? Question is... our power is looking pretty decent here. I am thinking that we do this. It's 1.25. That then goes up to... Come on. 1.5 per second. Now we're spending like 2 megawatts, so now it's starting to be a little bit expensive. Like, yeah. Then imagine if we could just have like legendary of that. The biggest problem with the green efficiency module is we actually have to gamble ourselves to legendary spoilage, which is something. Wonder if legendary spoilage then the nutrients would last for 12 minutes 13 seconds. Only problem is that this is not super mass producible, right? But we have so much spoilage on Gleba right now. I don't know how much we're burning, but let's see. We're consuming a nice 3,000 per minute of spoilage. And the last 50 hours we have thrown away. We've spoiled 4.3 million spoilage. So we do have a lot of stuff to gamble with, for sure. And I'm sure we could create something to be specifically spoiling with if we really needed to. But that's fine. Anyway. Okay. So this is not that far off, right? I think 2K, if we look at Novice, there should be... I don't know how much there is in these, but there should be enough probably in this to... You have enough of that. Okay, you know what? I think we go to novice. I think we want to get a bit of this to go. We'll see how much we get. Then I want to look over my other production here. I think everything here is just standing still right now. But I mean, man, having actually legendary quality of anything would be insane. And I have thought of a plan on how to gamble ourselves to legendary iron. So we're gonna dedicate patches to gambling, right? This is really not moving well because we're not researching anything. Duh. That's gonna take a little bit of time. Another thing I was thinking about that we might need soon is a Spidertron. I didn't look what it actually needs to be crafted. I can't even see it. Oh, it's here. Okay. So we need a raw fish, which is fine. That's not that bad. We need a rocket turret. That's not that great. We need radar. We need exoskeleton. Portable fission reactor. And fish. So if we wanted to gamble our way to a 15 times 11 big legendary Spidertron, it almost has the same inventory as this. That would not be super easy, but we could make a normal one. It has 10 times 6. It's not that bad. This has almost arrived at Gleba. I don't think this is gonna be enough to research it, actually. What are we lacking now? Is it only this one? Yeah, it's agricultural science pack. So I was also thinking, while we wait, I can think out loud a little bit. The ideal planet to do research most likely is Gleba. I hate to say that so bad. But the fact of the matter is, we gain so much from having as fresh as possible research. The only science pack that cares where it is and how fresh it is Gleba. I find that to be incredibly sad. I don't particularly like Gleba that much. But building a research station on Gleba makes a lot of sense to me. We can avoid a lot of hassle by doing that. And I definitely think it's the way to go. Fungal Express. You don't need to wait for that. And I also really need to rethink how we do Gleba. I have a little bit more of an idea now how it works. So I think we can probably figure something out that's better than this. I also think probably just don't do any plates here. Actually. But that's all gonna have to wait until we're done with like legendary quality. And on top of that, not only I want to be done with legendary quality, I also want to be able to make some spaceship parts with legendary quality. Like, for example, cargo bay. Right? If we could get legendary cargo bay, it's 50. So this one, for example, that has 4, 8, 12, 13. Instead of having 300 slots, right, it's 13 times 50, right? We would have 650 slots. Roughly. Plus the 59 from the Space Platform Hub, I think. Space Platform Hub. Pretty sure, yeah. So, the storage space is, like, enormous. And we're gonna have to make some haulers. If this is gonna be effective, we need to make some haulers. That's fine. Because we have another 1,000 on the planet. Depending on how far we'll get with this. I feel like we're probably getting... I don't think we're gonna get 2/3 there, actually. And I think that's unlikely. Did you offload all your science yet? You did. That's unfortunate. So I don't think we have enough. This is like 30 times 15. That's like 700 something. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Probably not. Oh, that's unfortunate. But what we can do in the meantime, my first plan is we're gonna use this patch here to gamble for legendary iron. So we can go check that out while we wait. We can go check that out and make a build for it. So I don't think... So I've been looking at Foundry, for example. And this might be me being extremely stupid. But when we look at the iron recipes here, this is a 1-for-1 recipe, right? This one is 50 to 500, so that's a 1-to-1, right? And then this is also 1-to-1, but you have 50% productivity on the foundry. So technically you get 50% more, right? You get more value out of your molten iron. Okay. Everyone agrees on that. And then if you also take into account the fact that these can have double the amount of modules, let's say you can get another 20% productivity. Which means that you're now running 90% productivity right now. But if we were talking about this, it would be 25 times 4, so that's 150 total productivity here. Okay, fair enough. This is better for making plates out of the ore. However, this process doesn't care if the input is legendary, because the fluid is not going to be legendary. So then we would have to gamble plates instead. And this process here is infinitely harder than like doing this, gambling this, and then electric furnace with 2 modules smelting. It's just infinitely harder. Both because, well, calcite is not a problem right now, because we have enough calcite that this is not an issue. But in terms of power and everything, this is 15 megawatts. How many furnaces can we run on 15 megawatts? Even with modules. We can do this and see how much this is. But I don't think... I think the difference is quite significant, right? 2 entities are destroyed. Are we really... We're really spending these, aren't we? Yeah, we are actually really spending these. Should I reduce the speed? If we go 36 instead. Not super happy about that. We'll get another 1,000. I don't know if that's enough. Really. You just came back to novice with stuff, right? Yes. So 1,000 from this probably is enough, right? And I reduced the speed a little bit. Hopefully we can avoid taking further damage here. Because clearly the sides here are vulnerable to when there's too many of them coming or whatever. It's a little bit annoying. Anyway, so this is 468 kilowatts. Let's say 0.5. This was 15. Almost 16. So we can have 30 of these. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the hassle, honestly. And it's the same thing with this, right? Because I think we're gonna be doing this. If we play with the thought that we want 60 items per second, right? This is really what we want to do. Okay, I'm gonna drag this a bit further down. Like, this is what we want to do. Okay, we're actually really, really close to achieving that. I would also like to put these here, yeah? That's fine. There's no way this is 7.5. I'm pretty convinced that this is 60 per second. And then we'll see how many we need to make this a full belt. Because that's really what I'm calculating now. I want a full belt of output so that we can gamble a full belt. You have gotten your research, yeah. Good. Sending you back to novice. This is not a full belt, right? But this will be. This is definitely a full belt. Cool. So far, so good. And now we want to start the gambling process. And I think... But I don't know how many we'll need here. But this is gonna be a full belt. Right? And that we put out on here. Okay. Boom. And then we'll have to do a mirrored version here. Boom. Which is fine. Because we're probably assuming that... I think it's 25% that comes out of here, right? So we can definitely fill this up again, right? I think we do this, and then we do that. And then we have a filter priority, so right goes anything that's under. Legendary, right? No, it's supposed to be the other way around. I think it's this, right? Yes. Ideally, I don't know if I want to put this here, but we'll put it there for now. This is definitely a full belt. Reduce the speed a little bit. I hope this is enough to make it not take any damage. Taken 3000 damage. I don't know if that's damage as a card now or what. Doesn't matter that much. Anyway, yeah. So as we can see here, this is not enough. Let's do another 3 then. I don't think it has to be harder than this. Really. The question is, are we gonna fill up this belt? Or not? I don't think so. I don't technically see a reason why we would. That being said, we might have a problem here. We might have to do another thing here. Okay. We'll see. We'll see when we cross that bridge. But I think we're gonna run into a problem here. Oh, they actually stack it as well. Okay. It's not that bad. But this is not a full belt either. Okay. If we do this instead then. What if we do this? Now I'm getting a little bit like, okay, how tall do we want to build this? Just for symmetry's sake, we can do this, right? That's fine. Okay. So then we can do this, right? Then we can say, okay, we do. Let's say we do 6 here as well, right? We do this thing here. Boom. This actually has a no filter on the right side, which is fine. Let's see if we can get that to work. You've unloaded your thing, but we might have run out of this. Yes. Let's send you back to novice, please. Okay, the throughput on this thing is pretty rough. Huh. We need way higher throughput here. Is this gonna be enough? I don't know. And then we're looking at this and we're like, we do the same here. Kind of fine. Ideally, we bank on the fact that... Oh, wait. Wait. That's interesting. Now these are misaligned. That's a bit annoying. Whatever, dude. So we're able to consume all of this now, right? These are not really stopping for anything. And this is a 50% resource drain, so... This is only draining 10 per second, and there's like a million here, so it's gonna take a while before this actually drains. But in theory, we could do something like this, right? I'm pretty sure we're I don't know why this has stopped. Is this belt not gonna be enough or what? This guy is not running. On the other side, they're running fine. But on this side, they're struggling. Why are they struggling on that side? Is it because we're putting this back? And it only comes in on that side? Okay, we might not want to do that then. We might not want to do that then. So, how about we take 5 and then 5 like that. We change the direction of this. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is starting to seem a little bit silly. I don't like how this is looping. We did get legendary quality thing now, at least, so we have that unlocked. I completely missed that as well, but yeah, nice, good job. Don't like how this is looping. Hey, I need to come up with something that's slightly better than this. But the biggest thing is, we need to consume a full belt. You know, I think we can probably... Okay, I'm gonna do something really stupid now. Okay. I think we can do this. This is gonna require some ungodly amount of this is gonna require some ungodly amount of processing. Also, kind of weirded out by the fact that these are like misaligned now. I want the input and the output to be on the same. We'll do this. We'll do this. Because I want to clean the top part of the belt. Whatever, dude. Okay. So I'm pretty sure there's 4 stacks here, right? I'm pretty sure. I want to look here. Stack something. Belt stack size bonus 3. So I think 4 items. You know what this means? This means that we can't do this. No, wait, it means that we can do this. I'm stupid. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. This is gonna be really, really long, probably, but it doesn't matter that much. And with better power, we can do this in a leaner way. Actually, we're gonna put these in here instead. Can we just use one? We can just use one. Fuck that. That sounds awesome to me. Because I think the math will work out for this. I want to see if we can make it work. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take that away. Because reasons. And then I wanna delete this. Because I think this is 2 sides of the same belt, right? And this is maximum gonna be 2 items stacked on a belt. I hope. But it doesn't look like it. No, this is a problem immediately. But like now we're able to consume the full belt. But this is becoming an instant issue. Because it's not waiting to do that. So I can't gamble this. Why is it not waiting? I don't get that. Man, okay, this really fucking annoys me, dude. Okay, but this means basically that we cannot do this. This is not a viable design. That's fine. Not really, but it's okay. So, we think again. We're gonna think like this. So unfortunately this has a slight side effect. And that is that the first part of this setup is only going to be used once. And not going to be reused. It's annoying. But it's fine. So, if you're not legendary, we're gonna send you up here. Yep. Like that. Okay. Boom. Input priority. I don't care that much about that. But the right lane is not going to be used. Then we'll do actually one more. That does this. Boom. Go up and gamble again. So this is only used first because the throughput is too high. Then we come in and do another loop. Right? And this loops until legendary quality has been achieved. Now for some reason, this is not fast enough. Or is it? Okay, this might be fast enough. Ish. It's borderline fast enough, right? I wish you could measure, like, throughput here on a convenient way. But this is, like, where most of the magic happens, right? I don't know why I have so much iron either. Okay. That said, what happens after that? Well, we get some legendary materials here. And I don't think we'll need a lot of processing here. So I'm gonna add a double furnace with productivity modules in them. Or not. And then we go into a double chest. So I think this is gonna take a lot of time, probably, even though, like, the amount of processing that we have. This should, I don't know, we'll see. This seems to work fairly well, though. Okay. Just want to get rid of this iron, honestly. Good. Okay, so I think we're ready to slap on these. There we go. So this is a 18% chance of getting quality. It actually reduces the craft speed a little bit as well. So we're getting some quality here. Green and blue, pretty convenient, or pretty often actually. Wonder how many more we'd need. We'd need 20% more, roughly. 10% is 1.6. So maybe 4 more of this would be appropriate. What if we do this? This is not great. I'm just gonna do this because I'm lazy. I don't really care. I'm gonna look at this build a little bit more in detail. Yeah, so we yielded 1 of this. It's gonna take some time, I think. And this is where I don't know exactly. And also, I'm pretty sure we should be doing this. Actually. Because I probably want... We have so much productivity, we have some extra chances here. And really wanna sort out wait. Anything under legendary will go there, yeah? That will just send that in there, yeah? This is just to catch eventually, if we manage to catch anything that's legendary early. Now we've gotten 6 plates, so procced productivity once. But this is not exactly a high yield kind of thing, right? So then we add the next layer. Don't actually know. Yeah. So one of these builds absolutely need a degenerate amount of quality modules. But we can do this now. This is almost a full belt. Almost. That should drastically reduce the amount of times that we need to gamble as well, right? But yeah. So, legendary iron, we do have it. I don't know if this is the best way, but we do have it. Now we need to do something similar with copper. I'm gonna take a look at the module production that we have and see maybe if we can increase the throughput there. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and have a really nice day.